Four major countries that managed to avoid World War II. 1. Ireland. The Irish Civil War lasted for 10 months. It followed the country's independence from Britain. The war ended in 1923, but its memory hadn't faded by 1939. Ireland wouldn't support Nazi Germany, but the government was just as wary of opposing it. It would have been seen as pro-British. This could have led to a new civil war. So the Irish army didn't take part in the conflict. Some 5,000 Irish troops deserted to volunteer for the British Army. 50,000 Irish civilians followed suit. This caused an uproar in Ireland. Officials feared a German response. Ireland declared a state of emergency to remain neutral. German bombers still raided Ireland occasionally. 2. Turkey. Turkey was initially allied with Britain and France, but once France fell, Turkey declared itself non-belligerent. In 1941, it signed a treaty of friendship with Germany. The Germans had economic interests in Turkey. German businesses were very active in the country. Turkey remained a major trade partner to the Nazis. However, it maintained friendly ties with the Allies. It received Allied military assistance. The Allies also preemptively bought Turkish goods meant for Germany. Turkey took advantage of it by inflating prices. However, in 1944, the Allies threatened Turkey with sanctions. It cut off exports of chromite to Germany in April 1944. In August, it cut all commercial and diplomatic relations with Berlin. Turkey finally declared war on Germany in February 1945, but it never took part in any combat operations. 3. Spain. Spain was seen as a natural ally by Adolf Hitler. It was ruled by a right-wing dictator, Francisco Franco. He was notoriously anti-communist, just like Hitler. The two leaders met to discuss Spain's position. However, Hitler failed to convince Franco to join his fight. Franco didn't really want a war with Britain, so Spain remained officially neutral. It supplied volunteers and raw materials to Germany. When it became clear the Nazis would lose, Franco switched sides. He signed a secret cooperation deal with the US and Britain. Officially, no Spanish troops took part in the fighting. 4. Portugal. Portugal was ruled by an autocratic regime called the Estado Novo. At that time, Portugal's biggest fear was a Spanish invasion. Cut off from the rest of the world, it would be easily overpowered. Antonio de Oliveira Salazar didn't want to join either side in the war. They were certain that Spain would join the Axis if they joined the Allies. So Salazar declared neutrality. However, Portugal had been a British ally for 600 years. There was no way it would turn down a request from London. In 1944, it allowed the US to build a military base in the Azores. Salazar kept the deal secret to avoid provoking Franco. Technically, it did take part in combat, but it took place in Portuguese Timor, now East Timor. It was occupied by Australian and Dutch troops. The Japanese invaded shortly afterward. Timor would be occupied by the Japanese until 1945.